Public school is a very interesting place. Like, you don't know if you're gonna walk into the building and have a calm little school day, or walk in the building and have the most chaotic school day of your life. One happens more than the other. There is a lot of questionable people in school. And as a follower of Christ, being around all these questionable people every day isn't really the best environment. Well, it is, but it isn't. Because one way you can go is you can go around the school telling everybody about Jesus. Or the other way you can go is you end up being like one of those questionable people. I say public school the way I do is because I'm homeschooled now. But if you go up in that school acting a fool, the teachers might not catch you, but God is guaranteed to catch you every time. Who knows? He might even punish you for it. When I was in school, I say I had a pretty good relationship with God. Not as good as I do now, but I'd say it was pretty solid. Because of the environment I was in at the time, I'd end up getting into shenanigans with friends every now and then. Sometimes God would let me know not to do said shenanigans. Sometimes he'd let it slide. Like when I was in school, sometimes I'd stay after school to hang out with friends because I love to do that. And today, we decided we're gonna ding-dong ditch like some idiots. There was houses behind the school where some of our friends lived. So we thought it'd be funny if we just started ding-dong ditching the entire neighborhood. So as fast as we can, we run through the parking lot into the neighborhood so no teachers can catch us. And after we ding-dong ditch the first house, we start walking to the second house. And as we're walking to the second house, something in my head tells me to stop. Like, you ever be minding your business and then you think someone called you, but no one is around you? It's kind of like that. So I shut off the voice and keep walking. But then I hear it again, but a little bit louder. This voice in my head didn't sound like my thoughts. After I heard the voice, my head starts piling up with all the possible consequences that could happen if we don't stop what we're doing right now. Like, I know it sounds like I just got hit with infinite void, but bear with me real quick. So I tell my friends, I'm like, yo guys, we gotta stop. Something bad's gonna happen if we don't. They're like, come on, Robo, don't be like that. Come on, don't be a meow. I'm telling them, I'm like, I got a bad feeling about this. Let's go back. They're like, all right, we're gonna keep ding-dong ditching. We'll meet you back at the school. I'm like, all right, whatever y'all say. And then I walk back. 3 minutes later, they come back looking disappointed. I asked, what happened? And they explained that not one, but 2 teachers caught them ding-dong ditching. And one of them was going to snitch and tell their teachers, in which most likely the teachers were going to snitch and tell their parents. So after that, they sent them back to the school. And then they apologized, saying that they should have listened to me. At the time, I didn't really consider that voice in my head to be God, but looking back on it, that voice was probably God. There was one time at lunch, me and my friends were messing around, roasting each other and whatnot. And one of my friends said to me and my other friend, boy, you so dark. God had to say, let there be light for you to be seen. And like I said in the Christian Be Like video, some of these people say they're a follower of Christ until you open the door, walk in the hallway, and then the same people that said they're followers are in the hallways screaming, yeah, but there was very few people I can go to and talk to them about Jesus. Wait. I just remember. There was one time I was talking to my friend about something related to Jesus, and someone randomly self-inserted themselves and said, and I quote, nah, wait, yo, y'all remember when Moses walked on water? But for real though, there will be times I try to encourage people to follow God. Sometimes people will be interested. Sometimes people will just straight up walk away. I really wanted to see people turn to God. And when they didn't, I'd be a little bit sad, And I still get a little bit sad when people don't turn to God. I will later have to sit down and pray to God. And God would let me know, not every single person I'm going to go to is going to want to turn to God and repent. Not everyone's going to do that. I would later be told the same thing by my dad. Not everyone is going to want to turn to God. So I learned something that day. From that point on, I wouldn't expect every single person I walk to and talk to turn to God just like that. And if they didn't, I would just be like, it is what it is. God might plan another way for that person to turn to God. I'd have a few friends think of me less because I believed in God. But again, I'd have to sit there and be like, it is what it is. I couldn't allow that to ruin my relationship with God and allow me to stop spreading the word. By the way, I know it sounds like I was spreading the word a lot in school, but it was really more like 2 times once a day every now and then. Like, it wasn't like 10 times a day, like, even though it could have been. I still had classes to focus on, it's not really the biggest excuse, but like, I'm just saying, like, that was my mindset at the time. Middle school, looking back on it, was probably the most challenging time for me in terms of following Christ mentally, because there was many times I was going back and forth with God, sinning, repenting, and because due to the stuff I was around, honestly, that stuff has its own video, because I was getting to a lot of stuff in middle school. It could have its own video, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just listen to me yap for a little bit. All right, guys, bonus story. Yay! There was one time I asked for a bathroom pass. I was like, hey, can I go to the bathroom, please? She's like, repeat that again. I was like, may I please go to the bathroom? And she's like, you may go. Then I head off, and then I take, like one of those little school walks. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those little school walks, just to take a break from class. And as I'm going back to class, I have to go to the restroom. So I'll go back downstairs, go to the bathroom, and then I just go in the bathroom. The bathroom is almost the whole bathroom is spray painted, all the walls. And one of the walls is spray painted God for life. Like, cool message, but like, I don't think you have to go as far as spray painting the bathroom. Not to mention, like, I don't even know where people be getting these spray paints from, bro. Like, are we serious? We're at 12 to 14 years old, and we out here using spray paint. Don't you have to get it from like a specific place? I'm not even gonna question it no more. Just, like, kids were doing stuff. Okay, I know I said last video was gonna be the last video of the year, but I wanted to make one more video just cause I wanted to, just cause I wanted to. I wanted to end the year off with a bang, you know what I mean? But yeah. Everything I was gonna say, I've already said in multiple outros, so yeah. There's not really much else for me to say. Other than I love y'all. I'll probably see y'all next year for real this time. Compilation at the end of the year. Love y'all. Not 10K. 6K subscribers. I don't know how y'all got the 5K that fast. 10,000 views on this video, please. That's all I asked for. At least 10,000 views at least. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Love y'all. See y'all next year. Maybe. Probably. Love y'all. Peace out.